lives, running away from it. Too many sleepless nights, lying awake from it. Some people bank their checks by embracing it, embracing it. Some people spend their lives running away from it. Too many sleepless nights, lying awake from it. Some people roll their eyes just from hearing it, from hearing it. It's the badge you wear, it's your own straight jacket. It's the cross you bear, it's your life in brackets. Is it who you are? Is it what you make it? Just something you earn, how can you dictate it? How'd you feel? How'd you feel when you hang up? Calling out, calling 100 times.
How do you feel?
How'd you feel?
How do you feel when you hear your name?
Calling out, calling 100 times a day, a day, a day.
Let's say your name 100 times a day, calling out your name. How do you feel when you hear your name?
So proud he wrote it large, all over his skin. Nothing in common with that body she's in. Every time you hear it said, it just makes you cringe.
Does it make you
Makes you
cringe
cringe.
when you hear it said your name? Huh?
It's your own straight jacket, it's the cross you bear, it's your life in brackets. Is it who you are? Is it what you make it?
Is it who you are? Is it what you make it? Your name, your name.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel when you hang up? Calling out, calling 100 times a day. How'd you feel when you hang up? Calling out, calling 100 times a day, a day, a day. Your name, your name, your name. A day, a day, a day. Your name, your name.
Your name, your name, your name, your name. Hey! Do you know what time it is? Oh, it's time. Yes, it's time. It's time for the weekly wrap up. That's it. Let's bring it on down. 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 We're gonna bring it on down. We're gonna bring it on down. Let's bring it on down, down, down. Bring it on down. Bring it on down. Here we bring it on down. Woo! This setup tune's title is What's in a Name? Brought to us by the artists Future Utopia and Dan Smith of Bastille. Can't say I've ever heard of Future Utopia, but I am familiar with Bastille. Nice tune. And that's one of the things I like about bringing this wrap up every week is it encourages and inspires me to go searching for this setup tune, which brings me across new artists all the time and some familiar ones too, so it's pretty cool. And once again, you can hear the entire song and really take in all the lyrics if you go to Spotify and search for the weekly wrap-up playlist. You'll find a couple bonus setup tunes along with it this week that I may just talk about toward the end. Excellent. Happy Friday to you. I hope this week has brought you health, wealth, and prosperity. Yes. Lots and lots of all that. And you feel like you've accomplished something, not just for your career, but for your soul, too. Yeah. Today's weekly wrap-up is entitled Nancy, Debbie, and now Karen, names not to name your future little girl children. Let me repeat that. Today's weekly wrap-up is entitled Nancy, Debbie, and now Karen, names not to name your future little girl children. Let's do this. Anybody else feeling sorry for the girls out there who, unbeknownst to their parents and definitely they themselves, were born into a defaming naming title, not just a fond family member, friend named after, or a pretty little newborn girl name listed on their certificate of birth? No, these three titles possess differences that don't necessarily speak highly nor truthfully of potential personal individuality, especially when it comes to their traits of personality, nor their demeanor, their lifestyle, their outlook, their expression. This who knew birth wrong, now a far literal cry from a birthright, has spawned beyond blatantly unfair stereotypes. Based on what exactly? Or maybe the better stated question is who? Any Nancy, Debbie, and a Karen that you ever knew? Were the Nancys, Debbies, and Karens out there that these unfortunate same-name souls get associated with and alluded to? Did the original three know of each other? Did they together collude, decide to exude lewd, rude, crude, exaggerating kind of moves that massively negatively bring down and piss off the multitudes? And oh man, I just remembered, there's yet a few more female shame names that exist. How could we forget Chatty Cathy, Nervous Nellie, and Lazy Susan? Also belong on this exclusively excluded exclusive list. Come to find out, Nancy and Nellie are basically sisters. Nancy's phrase been a derivative of Nellie's, originating in the 1920s and popularized in the 60s, along with Mattel birthing the Chatty Cathy doll. Debbie became an official Donna in 2004, for which she can thank Saturday Night Live. Susan got lazy back in the 18th century, but her popularity disparity stems from tables commonly found in restaurants of the Chinese cuisine variety. Truth. And as I keep getting deeper in this here name dumpster dive, yet another comes to mind. Bye, Felicia. The dismissive derogatory female name phrase from the movie Friday that hit the screen in 1995. Although I've been called by my last name Sutter more so than my first name Amy most of my life, I got to tell you, I'm super thankful that having folks repeatedly ask me, Amy, what you want to do, based on rock band Pure Prairie League song recorded in 1972, and being called Amy Carter based on that given time's president's daughter, to which I eloquently replied, shut up, farter. True story. Hold on, I digress. Pales in comparison to these others defamed named girls' strife. Which brings us to the most recent defamed name 2020 brought to the mainstream meme scene, as if these females weren't already facing enough of the year's unfolding unpleasantries. Hopefully it ain't yours and not one of your friends, but chances are good you know someone possessing this newly defamed name, Karen. Not a whole lot of positives surrounding the memes throwing this Karen onto the forefront, which some equated to being called one of the harshest words found in the English language. Not too hard to find, rhymes with hunt. Ooh, I just, thinking about it makes me cringe. I truly can't think of any instance I would have formed a sentence with that specific word spoken in it. No. Alright, okay, really, what's the big deal? Isn't this just a sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you kind of situation? Well, but what about the phrase, what's in a name? Doesn't this prefacing negative connotation, insinuation, tarnish, blemish, jack up the name bearer's reputation? Oh no! So sorry, my sincerest apologies to all the jacks out there. Y'all have a couple of stereotypes going against you too. That was the first. The whole deal about trades is number two. It was Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet, in which the question, what's in a name, is pondered, and where Juliet goes on to say, that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Her point of implication stemming from their family names bearing the only basis of origin as to why their shared intense love was by others deemed forbidden because of the capitalists and Montague's historic hatred between them. Yet those family names couldn't stop the love felt deep within them. No. Here we go. This is the perfect scenario for the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. We humans truly, most definitely, in all certainty, must apply this train of thought toward one another. Expect the best first, not the worst. After all, most people are innately good, right? At least give them the benefit of the doubt, for goodness sake, before we inflict judgment calls based on supposed speculations that carry zero weight. I personally know, and I'm sure you do too, plenty of nice Nancy's, delightful Debbies, kind Karens, contemplative Kathys, strong Susans, and fierce Felicias. Nary a type of Nelly, I must say, but lots of jovial Jacks, all of which new, unique, glorious ones are born every day, and that's a fact. Don't believe me? Just go ask our friend Jack. Man, there's count number 3. This time though, Jack, I'm laughing too hard to be sorry. Playing, or should I say singing the name game is fun. You know by our R&B artist Shirley Ellis? It goes like this. Shirley, Shirley, bo burly, banana, fana, bo burly, fee, fi, mo merly. Shirley, works with any name. No exclusions, just pure silly. Free from any preconceived delusions. It's this type of childish innocence with which we should frame how we initiate introductions between ourselves when stating our names. Your mama and your daddy put multiple hours into the process of picking the perfect name for you. Seriously pondering, thoughtfully thinking about the title you'd carry your lifetime through. Your name is not to be taken lightly. It's your identity identifier that your parents, for whatever reasons, felt compelling, inspired to with you bless, and that in and of itself demands the utmost of respect. When you say your name, state it loud and proud, cherish it, protect it, and live your life so that others have zero reasons to disrespect it. Then when people see or hear your gifted name, they'll only possess positive thoughts to think based on how, when, where, and what kinds of emotions you brought them during the times life crossed y'all's paths in sync. Your name ain't trite, nor is it trivial. Upon it, you build your personal brand as a uniquely crafted, soulful individual. You yourself determine the answer to what's in a name based on the vibes you bring living this life game. Let's say it again. Your name ain't trite, nor is it trivial. Upon it, you build your personal brand as uniquely crafted, soulful individual. You yourself determine the answer to what's in a name based on the vibes you bring living this life game. Yes! Hashtag your name, your identifier. Hashtag live your life so when others see or hear your name, they're inspired. Hashtag your name, your identity identifier. Hashtag live your life so when others see or hear your name, they're inspired. Hashtag your name, your identity identifier. Hashtag live your life so when others see or hear your name, they're inspired. Yes! That's how you build the power in a name. Show is. Yes, it is. Woo! Your name, your identity identifier. Woo! Yes! As I was saying, in the forefront of this here video, there are a couple bonus setup tunes that I have added to the weekly wrap-up playlist on Spotify. First of the bonus tunes is also entitled What's in a Name by the band Petra, speaking to the most powerful name of all time. That's a little teaser for you to go take a listen. The second of the 2 bonus setup tune tracks on that playlist on Spotify is The Name Game by R&B artist Shirley Ellis. If you never heard it, you gotta listen to it. It will bring positive vibes to your soul and light up your face with a smile. So for those two reasons alone, you should go take a listen to that song. It's so much fun. So much fun. Add a little fun to your Friday. Once again, happy Friday. And remember, it's up to you to answer what's in a name by how you bring the vibes you bring to this life game. Have a fantastic weekend, and until our paths cross again, stay strong and share your strengths. Later.